October 1st, 2012, Monday. First team didn't talk at all during morning exercises. They had preferred to just be lost in the crowd. Even after the workout was over, they put their gravity workout suits away quickly and went to breakfast. Miss Waldron could tell something was occupying the thoughts of each of them as they half-heartedly did their academic work. She waited until the second lunch break to address the problem. "What's going on? Why is everyone so down?" she asked. Darkspeed tried to explain but did a poor job. Virtuoso had to take over for him to explain the ordeal in its entirety. "I know Connors can play head games, and he can be difficult to work with, but I've talked to him at length, and he only wants you to be ready. Ready for all the things that will be thrown at you," Miss Waldron said. "But is all this stuff really worth it?" Darkspeed asked. "That depends on you. What's it worth to you?" Miss Waldron thought about what to say next. "I may not be a superhero, but I've studied them plenty. I think I know something that might help, if you want to hear it." "Anything would be good," Olympian said. "Okay, then I'll use you as an example. What would you do if you only had 1/10 the power you do now? Would you have made it to Alpha, or would you have been a Beta? Would you have been picked at all? Would you still be a superhero?" "Of course I'd still be a superhero. If I wasn't picked, I'd have been an island protector like my brother," Olympian said plainly. "What if you were even less powerful? Would you have still been a superhero?" "Well, I guess at some point you wouldn't be much of a superhero," Olympian said questioningly. "Sure you wouldn't. Now, think of all the near misses that work for the HU. They don't have superpowers, but they help out anyway. It's not the power that makes you a hero, it's your getting involved that makes you a hero." Miss Waldron continued, "Look at me. I didn't have the powers or the courage to be a superhero. That didn't stop me from helping. I found something that I could do. I teach. Now all of you are gifted, that's a fact. But would your pride allow you to do a lesser job? If it's about glory and fame and vanity, then you're not a superhero. If you weren't so gifted, would you still try to make the world a better place? If you did it in secret and you were never rewarded or recognized, would you still do it? These are the questions you have to ask yourself. Would you be willing to help no matter what? If the answer is yes, then it's worth it to you." The words she spoke rang in the ears of the Alphas of First Team. Miss Waldron didn't speak anymore during lunch. She said what she wanted to. Each of the team members mulled over the events of the last week as they ate. When Connor showed up for class, he was quick to take the stage and look at the team. "Well, who's still on the team?" he asked. Darkspeed knew he had to set the example for his team. He stood from his desk and spoke as clearly as he could. "I apologize for my behavior this last week. I want to be part of what makes this world better. If that's first team, 8th team, or the guy who operates the ports at the HU Hall, I want to be involved." He then sat back in his seat. One by one, the members of first team expressed how they wanted to be part of the solution, any part. Connors was happy to hear their answers. "Good. Remember the story I told you about the hero I apprenticed under when I was young?" "Stan," Virtuoso said. "Right, Stan. Stan was over the hill and underpowered, but that guy helped out no matter what the odds against him were. In the end, his efforts started to stack up. He trained over a dozen supers, saved countless lives, and was a real inspiration to those who knew him. He made each one of us aspire to be better superheroes. If he would have quit because he wasn't powerful enough, or he wasn't on a big famous team, then many of us wouldn't be who we are now. I can tell you for sure the HU would not be what it is today if not for that old man." Connors then started writing on the whiteboard. "I wasn't kidding about keeping your whole team off the bench. It's hard to do at first, but in the end it will teach you to fight as one, and in the real world you won't get teammates killed." First team took notes as Connors started teaching them again. Darkspeed, Olympian, and the others were paying better attention as their coach went into much more detail.